Last week, 2 days after Coloradans rejected Proposition HH, Governor Polis called a special session promising property tax relief. In the special session that starts this Friday, it appears Democratic lawmakers plan to steamroll Republicans and Colorado voters. Just like Proposition HH, they plan to raid taxpayer refunds, but this time without asking voters. Proposition HH, which failed by nearly 20 points, proposed using TABOR tax refunds to pay for property tax relief. This is how 9 News anchor Kyle Clark described the scheme in a segment that aired shortly after Polis announced the now-defunct measure.
Like or dislike Polis' politics, he's a smart guy. I hope he doesn't think the rest of us are dumb. Like earlier this week, when the governor proposed reducing property tax increases by using our own TABOR refunds, giving you some of your own money and claiming that he's saving you money. Come on.
Kyle hit the nail on the head. When voters turned down Proposition HH, they rejected the idea of stealing TABOR refunds to pay for property tax relief. But it's not clear that Governor Polis and other lawmakers got the message. Here's what the governor had to say in the press conference calling a special session.
First thing they need to do is figure out the level of property tax relief they want to provide. 2, they need to figure out how much backfill they're going to do. The third piece then is how they fund the backfill. And that can be a combination of the $200 million, a TABOR refund mechanism. We want to keep the options open.
Polis is saying that the legislature should reduce property taxes during the special session and use TABOR refunds to fund it. This is exactly what voters rejected last week when they said no to Proposition HH. Unfortunately, the Democrats in charge at the state capitol don't seem to care what voters think. Representative Chris DeGroot-Kennedy, one of the architects of Prop HH, has proposed a convoluted scheme like HH that would ransack TABOR refunds to pay for small property tax cuts and then redistribute the rest of our refunds to special interests. Enough with the dirty TABOR tricks. If you take money out of my tax refund and give it back to me as property tax relief, you haven't saved me a dime. In the special session, give us clean property tax relief without touching TABOR. Voters have spoken clearly on this, and lawmakers need to listen.